Well, hello my lovelies. Right, well, I'm not here again. I do apologise. I have put this video to go live at 8:30 on YouTube. I will place the link onto Facebook, ready for you all to watch it. So I've decided, I've thought, well, I was going to make a practice card, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make it with you. I have seen that you can buy dies to do this, but then I decided that maybe I'd just give it a go myself. So my plan is I want to have a sheep jumping over a fence. Now I've seen that I've seen somebody do it, so I'm basically we're just gonna have a go. I think it's that way up the fence goes. I'm not sure, or is it that way? That way maybe. So I've put 2 circles on so that I can see roughly where they're going to go, and I am going to mark it with a pencil on the insides of the circles, because I want to make sure I get my fence in the right place, so that when I die cut, obviously it's going to cut a little bit of the fence out. So I want to make sure that it's not gonna look silly, but I also need to colour this piece of paper. So I am just grabbing a piece of scrap paper, and I mean, it is literally getting a bit dire now. I need a new pad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn it sideways, because I'm going to do a little bit of blending, and I'm going to do it like, you know, hills, grass, or sorry, sky, grass, because most of the detail will be in what I put onto it rather than what colour is the background, so it's just going to give it a base colour. So I'm going to go with I need some more blues. I think we're going to go with, I'm going to have a look at Pool Party, see how that comes out. And then the bottom I'm going to do Granny Apple Green, because obviously why not. So let's get our green out first. Let's find my green blending brush. I don't have the Stampin' Up ones yet. When these ones decide they've had enough, I might start getting them, because I need a lot of them to go with all of my colours. Oh, I do love Granny Apple Green. I don't know why I didn't get it ages ago. So and it doesn't matter how rough it looks, because I'm going to put some texture onto it as well, with a little grass stamp that's in the sheep set. Now the sheep set is a freebie, and it comes in 2 sections. So you've got the stamps that are free with a £45 spend, and then you've got the dies that are free with another £45 spend. So that's that. I think we will go a little higher, but I might use a piece of scrap paper. So all you have to do to make a mask is tear a piece of paper the way you want it to go. So I want a hill, so I'm going to do, that's not rounded enough for me. I like a rounded hill. So I'll tear it this way because it's easier, and then I'll just turn it over. So I'm going to do that. No, I'm not, because that is not right, is it? Oh dear. I will get it right one of these days. There we go. So get a bit more green on my brush. Do that. And then I will grab a little bit of soft sea foam, I think. Just put that one, Granny Apple Green, away a minute, because just get that off there. Just get a bit of soft sea foam on there, and then just come in the other side, and then I'm going to have like a hill just here. See, now soft sea foam I thought was going to be really light, But there you go, you get the idea. It doesn't have to be perfect because, like I said, we're going to be cutting bits off and all sorts. So I'm going to take my Granny Apple Green again, and I'm going to get the little grass stamp. A little tiny weeny one. And I'm going to stamp a few little patches of grass all over. Not too high because obviously my fence is going to go on there. So my fence is going to go here. So, right. Now what I need to do is do the blue for the sky. So I'm going to change brushes. Check what blue's on there. Oh, not very much, that's good. Load it up with blue, and then I'm just going to gently, see, this seems quite dark all of a sudden. Why does it seem so dark? Oh dear me, must be a different colour on the pad, on my brush. But it's quite light, so it doesn't affect the join of where I've put the hills. And I like to tear tape instead of tear paper instead of cutting it, because it gives more of a natural shape to it. I do have some clouds and things I could put on as well. So there we go. Right, pop that out of the way. Okay, my sky is a little bit darker than I'd like, but I'm going to put some clouds on it, so it'll soon be lightened up. So our fence is quite stark white, so I would like it to be more softer look. So I'm going to grab my light crumb cake, and I'm just going to gently brush on the very side of my brush end onto my fence. And I'm not doing it perfect because wood isn't a solid even colour. So where I go over it twice, it doesn't really matter if it's darker than some other bits, because I'm about to put some more colour on top. Okay, so I'm going to grab, no, not that one, Wendy. Ooh, some bronze, and I'm just going to gently just put some accents on there, like so. And then I'm going to grab the dark crumb cake and do the same. And the more sideways you put it, because there's, I'll show you on this end, actually you can see it better. On this very tip, on the very end, you can see where the grains, it's embossed as well as cut out. So it doesn't, the colour doesn't go right the way in. Right, I'm happy with that now. So I can still see where my pencil marks are. So the sheep will be in this bit, so it will come down and back up there. So I'm going to pop that just there. So I'm going to stick it down really nicely with some liquid glue. Just move that out of my way. Just get it stuck down. There we go, just a bit of glue, and then stick it on my card like so. I don't know how this is going to work. You know, we're just going to go for it because, you know. Right, so where was my... So like that. Is that right? Or was it further down? There, wasn't it? Can't see now. Right, so we're going to pop it just there. So you're still going to have... it's not much of a fence still showing, is it? But you get the eye. We'll have a go. We're going to wing it, guys. That's what we need to do. We need to be winging these things. Giving it a go and see what happens. So I'm just going to pop that, oh, and then it moved. Look at that, see? Naughty thing. Okay, so come down a little bit to there. That looks pretty even. Okay, I'm just going to die cut this. Take me 2 seconds. So yeah, so if you'd like a catalogue, just give us a bell and send me a message on Facebook at Woo's Creations or Woo's Creators Corner if you fancy sharing some of the things that you have made that are inspired by what I make. Here we go. Right, so that circle. Oh, I have another plan as well. Genius. Okay, so you can still tell it's a fence, so that will still be in the middle of there, but I'm thinking that I might put that one on the back. So I have, let me just cut another piece of cardstock and then we can start assembling, because I have my sheep cut out already, so I'll show you my little sheep in a moment. So right, like that. So this is just going to be the card base that we stick it on to. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So I made a little card for my nephew, and then when I was deciding to make a card for tonight, I changed my mind and now I've made this one instead. So okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to leave that flat like that, and I'm only going to glue down this one here to the back of the card. But I've got to be really careful that I get it. I don't need that piece, do I? Because it will fit in this piece perfectly. So we're just going to make sure that's straight. And then I am going to glue around here and place this, line it up with the fence at the very edge. I think that's pretty straight, like so, and then this piece will come off. So when I put it back, when I put the dimensionals behind, we will have a really nice... So I'm going to use my sticker sheets, my dimensional sheets for this, because I can cut pieces the right size. So, oh, I was looking for my scissors, and there they were the whole time. So I'm just going to go straight across and just cut some pieces off, and then decide where I'm going to put them. So the piece that goes round in the middle needs to be, it needs to have a little bit of space just inside the circle, because the penny has got to be able to go round it. So that's that one ready. And then these are too long. So I'm going to pull that off there. Put it there. And then I think we'll just... I could have used dimensionals, just the normal ones. But I'm running slightly low on them, so they're on my next order. So this made sense. And it covers quite a wide area as well, so it makes sense, doesn't it? No, we don't want that there, do we? We want to cut it a bit. Because we don't want it to get in the way of our penny going round. And if you're like me, I'm saying a little prayer right now because I need this to work, because, you know, it would be so sad if it didn't work. So I'm just peeling these off. And I'm throwing them, and I've got a bin, perfectly good bin right by me. Oh, sticking to the bits. Okay, right, so we're going to line this up without getting my head in your way. Is that about right? I think that's about right. So now, before we stick this in here, we need to put the penny, which is here. And where's my glue dots? Can anyone see them? No. I was thinking how to glue it on, and I think that I think glue dots are the best thing. I did think about sticking a dimensional on it, but that won't work, will it? So the penny will just run round there, you see. So it'll go underneath there and be there, and then it'll go round. So we're going to put, I think we're going to put like 3, maybe 4 dots. And then we're going to, oh, see, that's not going to work. It has to have a dimensional on it. Surely, surely. Surely. Sorry if anyone's name is Shirley, because that's just what I say. So I'm just going to put that on there. I'm going to see if this works. If it doesn't work, then we can think of a plan B, can't we? But for now, so I'm trying to work out roughly where on the sheep would be best. Now this sheep will go upside down, I have to tell you. He doesn't spin. So I'm going to do that, and then you have to tuck that in there, and then we have to put this in here, and then that sheep will be able to move, she says. Why is he getting stuck? Why is he getting stuck? Is it because of the dimensional, maybe? Let's just trim off the corners, and then we'll have another go and see what happens. It saves you having to buy a specific die for something. Right, put my sheep back in and see what happens when I push him round. I think he looks good. I do think though that maybe he needs strengthening slightly. What am I doing? You have to put the sheep in first. Right, so what I'm going to do is I think it should be okay to just hold him by the head to spin him round. Right, so let's put him. Right. Let's put him in. Are you in? I think you're in, aren't you? There we go. No, he's not in, guys. He's not in. How is me going to get him in now? There we go, he's in. He's in! And then he just goes round and round. Love it. Love it. And then you can spin him round and everything. It's so cool. Right, so anyway, enough playing. Just tidy up a few bits a second while I decide what we're going to do to decorate the rest of the... Because he's going to need a happy birthday, clearly, because it's his birthday. And let's have a look. Maybe he needs... Let's have a look. So glad it's your birthday. Oh, I was going to put some clouds on, wasn't I? So I think I'll put some clouds on, and then we'll see what else we can find. I've even got a sun. I've got a sunshine in my sheep dyes. I've even got a balloon, but I don't. He's not going to be able to hold a balloon to go round, and I don't think the hat will stay on. So we're not going to use those. But that is. Oh, I'm so happy, so happy. Right, I need a block. So if we do this on a piece of scrap green card, where's my granny apple? Have I got any granny apple green going spare anywhere? What's that one? No. Or actually, we could have a piece of... What about a piece of DSP? No, Weddy, no. Sorry guys, I am trying to find a piece of something I can write his birthday on. Okay. I think that should be oakley dokley. There we are. Then I am going to use, I wonder if, ooh, yeah, see, like the sun, dear me, I will think about things in a minute, I promise. Hang on 2 seconds, is that big enough? Yes, so that will work. So let me just cut this out. But at the same time I'm doing this, I'm going to cut out a sun. Is that the same size as that? Ooh, just. So we'll have a sun at the same time. There's that one. There we go. So this normally cuts out a window in the whirly dies, but it also makes a very nice little sentiment shape. And it leaves you with a little framed stitch frame as well. So that's quite cool. So with this one, I'm going to get my light Daffodil Delight to check first. And I'm just going to fill the middle with light Daffodil Delight. And then I am going to grab my blending brush that's got some yellow left on it, and I'm just going to go round and blend round the very edge. And obviously we're going to put a dimensional on this because, I mean, why not? So we're going to get proper dimensionals this time because, you know. Right, so pop that in the middle. Pop that up there. So the sheep will still go round even with my sunshine on. And then I think we'll do the same with the So Glad It's Your Birthday. And we're going to pop that down there. Now it is slightly off centre, I know, but I will sort that in a minute because I'll put something this end and then it'll look like I did it on purpose. Because, you know, There's never a mistake. You just have to think outside the box and just, you know, do something else. So there's Mr. Sheepy to go around there. So we want some sunshine now, so I'm just going to cut out some, not sunshine, some clouds. I might not use them all, but I'll cut all three out at the same time, so then if they are, so I'm not having to cut out more again. Oh, just love how clean cut these are. And these have got a stitched surround to them as well, which I love. So yeah, we won't be using all of them because that one's ginormous, isn't it? So maybe that one, and then maybe that one there. Yep, that works for me. Does that work for you? That works for me. Here we go. And I just glued the whole entire thing up, and I'm only going to use the end. So we'll try and get it as close to there. There we go. Just be careful now because I glued it, didn't I? Silly me. What if I put that one there and then the big bit of that one coming in from there? Let's have a look at that. Or the smaller bit. Yeah, let's go with that. So I'm going to put that one there, and then this one sticking off the end there. So I'll let them dry just for a second, and then I'm just trying to, if I did this again, I would cut maybe 2 or 3 sheep. I wonder if I can just quickly do it now because he's not sturdy enough. He needs to be sturdier. So let me just cut. So you could cut him out of thicker cardstock. I like to use, when you get DSP from Stampin' Up, it usually has like a thick white card on the back of it, and I always keep hold of those so that I can use them for if I need, if I make a box for somebody, I usually use that card. If I'm using it to make a, you know, I can use normal cardstock and then strengthen it up with DSP, but you can also use this one and then you wouldn't have to strengthen it, and then you just use DSP to make it look pretty. So yeah, so I would just keep everything. I only really throw absolute scraps away. So I'm going to glue these two together first. And I've used scrap, and if you look, it's got a little smudge on it. But that's okay because you're not going to see it. So I've glued them both together. So that makes it quite strong already. Now I'm going to gently peel him off the coin. And I'm going to take the dimensional off. You can have a new dimensional. And then I'm going to glue him onto here. So yeah, so if I did this again, which I probably will because, oh, I mean, what fun. Why wouldn't you want to make this again? There we go. So 3 layers, and he's, you know, he's hard as nails now. Strong sheep. My Winkostella has still not shown up, so I can't give him any sparklies or anything, which is a bit sad, I know. Right, this time I'm going to use one of my, I can use one of the bigger dimensionals, and I'm going to pop it on the penny because I can see the gap. It's not quite the right size, is it? Let's try again. Yeah, you're definitely better off with a little dimensional, I think. Or even like 2 little dimensionals, but side by side. Like so. And then I'm going to peel them off. And then I'm going to put my sheet back on, but I'm obviously going to make sure he's going that way, because then you can just take him around. And he's jumping. Oh, I'll go that way, Wendy. That's it. Sorry, guys. He was going the wrong way before. Why is he getting stuck there? Oh, no. He's fine. It's me pushing my finger on the card. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the little things, guys. The little things makes me very happy. So I'm going to pop this one on here because I've got a piece cut already. There we go. And that's going to go down there because obviously when he comes down, his feet are going to come right to there. I don't want it to get in the way. So now they're dry, we can trim them off. Like so. Making sure I put that one straight in the bin because it's already got glue on it. So then we're going to trim the top of that one off. And that one. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? I think it needs some flowers, don't you? I think it needs a few flowers or something, I think. But then it's for a boy, so, you know. What else could we put on it, I wonder? Maybe we could use some, like, colour. Not glimmery, you know, not girly, glimmery, shimmery ones. But let's have a look. Where's my thing? Right. So we could put just a few little dots. Let's get a really pale one, I think. If he wants to play the game, that is. Like that. And then we could even... I haven't got any blue ones for the sky, but to be fair, we could just put, actually, put one there. And, oh, one there for the sunshine. And then maybe one over here. And I think that's it. Now, I just wonder whether we need a bit of flowerage, but I actually think what's missing is a border, and that's what always gets me with cards. I always think I can never see them finished until they have their backing paper or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I made a right mess today. Okay, so we're going to go with, let's have a look at my new homemade... my new homemade little filing system for my cards. Now, do we want to go... No, I don't think so. I think that maybe we should go... Where are we? Have we got any Daffodil Delight left? Yes, we do. Oh, just the one sheet ones. Just the one sheet. Oh, I like that. There we go. So we're going to go with Daffodil Delight. Let me just trim it down. Okay, so I always make mine 14.5 by 10.5, my cards, which means you do trim off a little tiny bit off the second card that you make. But if I'm honest, I prefer it than counting 0.5.5 and blah 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 on my cards, because I mess them up, and you know, you've just got to make them easy, whatever works for you. Okay, so that is going to sit on there, so I'm going to just glue that on. So, like I said before, Sale-a-bration catalogue, if you need one, let me know. I have ordered some. They haven't come yet, but they will be with me shortly. Then, a main catalogue. I have main catalogues ready to go with a nice little freebie item inside as well. So, yeah. So this is going live because I'm off having a meal with my hubby. Okay, right. What else was I going to tell you? That was it, yeah. So Sale-a-bration runs from August to the mini catalogues August to December, but the Sale-a-bration brochure only goes from now until the 30th of September, and you only need to spend £45 to get one item free. There is lots in the brochure, like the sheep. Also, there is Feels Like Home. I mean, look at that image. Isn't that stunning? Gorgeous. And it's got some lovely sentiments in that. Penguin Place. You can get the... Is it Penguin Playmates DSP as well? So that's fab. Right. Okay. There's lots in there anyway. So just let me know if you want one. Okay. So we have this. Now I'm going to need to do the inside. So I am going to cut another piece, or is this one the right size? Let's have a look what size this one is. Because if you're bulking out the front of your card, because I've got basically 3 layers of cardstock at the front, when you stand the card up, well, it doesn't fall over, but it can make it front heavy. So I like to map the inside of ones I do, even though it's got a light coloured card that I would normally just write on if it was a thin card. But not today, because we've made a moving sheep. A sheep jumping over a fence. That is just too cool. Okay. I just hope he appreciates it as much as I do. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? So, on the inside, I am going to put a dancing sheep. And I can show you how I coloured the other one now, because I'm putting this one on the inside. So, oh my goodness, I have made such a mess. It's okay, it's all in the aid of creativity. So, stampy stamp, 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 stamp. And I'm going to pop her, I'm going to say it's a her this time, over here in the corner. Like so. Now I'm going to let that dry for a minute, because I want to do a little bit of colouring. So through the middle, what else? I need to find a better way to store my gems. That's what I need to do, because that's just not working for me. There we go. We're going to put You're Amazing inside, because he is a little dude. He is a little dude. There we go. So, You're Amazing. Just there. And then, let's just move those out of the way. See what I mean? My gems are falling everywhere. Right. So I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And all you do is go around the edge and then any lines that you can see, like these. So go around the edge, and then the hooves, and then we're just going to go around here. And then all I'm going to use is a colour lifter pen to help me to style her in. And I'll use Petal Pink for her face. And I might, if I'm feeling generous, or even just, you know, glamorous, I'll give her a bit of makeup. So, oh, I've missed a bit. Hang on a second. Now, what you can do with the darker Smoky Slate is just do those bits that are sticking, you know, where you've got like a line or whatever, in certain places. A little bit down there. I don't want to do too much, because the blending is because it's so close to the edge. Then I'm going to grab my colour lifter on the small end, and then just go round the very edge, doing small circles, and it's as if you're just smudging it all. It blends it all in and then just gives like a, it pulls some of the colour in to the white space. There we go. Around on the hooves, I just leave them as they are. And you can go over it again. Do not go over it too much because it will bleed outside of your lines. So you can leave it to dry because it's alcohol. It doesn't take long to dry at all. But like you can see, it just gives her a fluffiness. So I take my light balmy blue and I just add a little tiny bit of eyeshadow there, and then I take my light polished pink and I literally just put a little tiny just a little tiny bit by her lips, and there you go, my little sheepy is coloured in. Petal pink light, just to give her face a bit of colour, and a little tiny, just do one line on each leg, and then you're going to use the colour lifter again, doing small circles. Mind your lip, I should have done the lipstick and the eyeshadow afterwards. Sometimes if you've lifted a colour like the grey, it will stay on your colour lifter, so all you have to do is just give it a bit of a scribble on a piece of scrap paper and it just disappears. So there we go. She looks glamorous, doesn't she? So there we go. We're going to stick this on the inside and we are done. And I'm so sorry I'm not here again. I've gone from not having anything at weekends because usually I just don't really go out very often, to being able to go on holiday because of a very lovely friend who helped us out. And then we're going on date night tonight. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, I just think that's so cute. So there we go. A lovely little sheep card. And this is so simple. Like, as I said, the card I saw, she had a die that cut the circles out for you. It does get a little bit stuck occasionally, but I don't think it would be any... It might be easier if I didn't have the fence. But I mean, you know, you're counting sheep. It's got to jump over the fence. I might add a number over here because of his age, but I just think that's just too cute. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.